Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. So after years of playing old school RuneScape on my main account, where the Grand Exchange basically raised me, I finally decided to do something I swore I'd never do. I'm starting in Ironman. Yep, the game mode where you actually have to earn things. There's no trading, no shortcuts, no just let me buy this real quick. It's pure, unfiltered suffering. But here's the catch. I'm not doing it alone. My brother and I are jumping into a group Ironman together. He actually knows what he's doing. I absolutely do not. So basically, he's a responsible adult and I'm the kid touching everything in the store. Throughout this journey, he'll be giving me tips, tricks, and probably a disappointed look every time I ask, wait, where do I get this? For the millionth time. So if you enjoy watching someone who's played years suddenly realize they have no idea how the game works without the Grand Exchange, you're in the right place. This is my first ever Ironman journey. It's gonna be messy, it's gonna be scuffed, but hey, at least I got my brother to drag me through it. So without further ado, let's begin the grind.
All right, so we're doing hardcore Ironman, bro. And the thing with hardcore Ironman, when you're a group, if someone loses a life, so well, let's back up here a second. You know how the life system works in a group, correct?
I'll be honest, at this point, when he asked me this question, I had no idea what to say. I've never delved into anything like this before.
Let's say there's two players in the group. You have two lives, essentially. We don't each have one. One of us could die both times, or one of us could die each time. It's not until our lives go to zero that we derank. This is how this works. Whoever loses our lives has something called a death forfeit. It's like a punishment for dying. This keeps it spicy. And the death forfeit can be anything. It's just basically making you do something for the group that is tedious or is a grind, essentially. What the grind will be will kind of depend on like where we are when those deaths happen. I don't expect us to get very far considering how new you are at all of this.
At this point, I've come to realize the reason why he wanted to do hardcore was to make me have to do all the worst grinds that we have in our future.
So you're just using
This
that
is
to your
more or less.
advantage to make me have to do shit you don't want to do.
Just don't die. Just don't die. Just don't die. Don't have to worry about it.
Uh-huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment I officially join the "It's not hard, you're just lazy" community. So, I confirm the Iron Man mode, I accept the suffering, and boom. There's no turning back. This is gonna be quite the journey.
So that's it. That's the account creation. Thanks for playing, bro.
Yep.
It was fun.
You'll never see me again. As soon
Yeah,
as
I
you
didn't think so.
pin herb on me, it's over.
And here we are, Lumbridge, a place I've walked through probably 1,000 times. But this time, I can't just run to the bank, withdraw 200k I forgot I had, and buy my entire early game on the GE. This is gonna be a struggle. And that goes into my brother's first piece of advice. Don't be stupid, get food, and don't die to a cow. Easy enough, right?
All right. So very first thing we do: drop your runes.
What?
Drop your runes. Claim your runes from the magic instructor.
This is my entire net worth.
Just drop them so you can claim your runes.
Alright.
So there's a couple of different ways we can do this. So we're going to basically just be questing. We're going to start with the Restless Ghost.
Is there any like beer on the house or what? Have a beer, please.
You don't even know your way around Lumbridge. This is going to be great. Ah, brother.
Come on, bro. This is gonna be
Just
fine.
don't die on Witch's house, please.
Got you, bro. Calm down. I got you something. Okay?
Thanks, bro.
Cheers.
I love making my attack go down.
I got 2 attacks, so that does not affect me.
So, I've come to realize that bonds, they're not very cheap. And I'm gonna have to liquidate quite a bit on the main to keep these bonds incoming, if I want to continue this grind, which I feel like I'm stuck in now.
And I am broke on the main.
Good thing it doesn't matter anymore. The main is dead. I honestly can't believe I finally got you to do this. I never thought I was going to see the day. Alright, so pickpocket. We're gonna be pickpocketing this. Pickpocket a man.
Ah,
Oh, bro. Gotta be one and done with those. Alright, so we're gonna try and speed run through as much of the early game as we can. The goal, ultimately, bro, what do you? The goblin didn't do anything to you.
I had to talk to this guy? What's going on?
Yeah, if you were listening, bro, I told you we gotta do Restless Ghost. That's where we start.
It says I gotta be level 10, dude.
Yeah. Father Eric is wants you to be over prepared.
I didn't read anything he said.
I honestly have the attention span of a goldfish, so I'm not too sure how this is gonna go.
Bro, I remember running through these swamps when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too.
How horrifying it was to run past these giant rats.
You know what childhood RuneScape memory I have that I still think about to this day?
Which, I mean, there's many, but which one are you talking about?
The one where you got lured in the wilderness on my account with my whip that was gifted to me.
No, brother. I think you're
No,
remembering incorrectly. I think it was a traumatic time for you, and
I'm
your
not
brain is
remembering
going into
incorrectly.
defense mode,
No,
and it's changing your memory
You were
from what
like,
actually
listen, dude, we're getting money. This guy, we're going out, we're gonna kill this other guy, and then you fell for it. You killed the other guy, he dropped
Well, I
dragon
killed
battle axes, you picked up as many as you
bro,
could, which at the
bro.
time was more valuable than the whip. So the
Do you remember
protect
why that
item,
was? Do you remember why the battle axes were more valuable?
I don't
Do you
remember
remember
why, dude. I was like 6 years old
was?
when that happened, but I still remember it.
When you picked up that stack of 4 dragon battle axes, the game was like, oh shit,
When I picked it up.
we've got.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
when
whoa,
you
whoa.
picked it up.
No.
That's what happened.
That's not what happened, but go on.
So when you picked up those battle axes, the game thought that the battle axes were more valuable because of the alpha value. I mean, it was an expensive lesson,
An
but it was a
expensive
lesson nonetheless.
that you made, your mistake, that I had
I
to
don't think
learn
so.
off of.
So now we're just speeding through the rest of Restless Ghost as fast as possible. This is our first quest we're doing together, and while we're walking through it, we're both just fighting back and forth with each other on who actually got lured. But that's all pointless anyway. What the real focus is here is getting through all of this early game. It's going to be such a long and time consuming thing that we both have to do. But I gotta buckle in, I gotta try hard, and hopefully not lose these lives throughout playing. Because, from what he said, not a lot of hardcore survive throughout the early game. There's a lot of dangerous things along the way, there's a lot of steps I have to do, and then he started to explain to me the one saving grace that I might have.
Teleport crystals, like the biggest thing that gets hardcore accounts, and maybe not so much these days because of the teleport crystals, is, lagging out, DCing. But the teleport crystals really come in clutch for that,
Why is that?
because after, if you're attacked and you don't do anything, like if you don't move your mouse, if the game doesn't sense any movement from your mouse within whatever the timer that you set is, it teleports you out. It's not a fail-safe, like there's still obviously things that could just one-shot you, but it does save a lot of people.
After he said this, I started to think of all the different ways and ideas that I can make enough money early game to get my hands on one of these crystals. I'm not trying to be the first one that dies, because I know he'll take advantage of it. So, early game is going to be a little rough. I'm going to have to take time, I'm going to have to listen, and I'm going to have to learn. And that means I'm gonna have to get where I have to get early without dying. Not gonna be easy. I'm not completely clueless in the game. I don't know if you guys have picked up on that, but the early game as an Ironman, or just the early game in general, I've completely lost all knowledge of. I've been to the point that I'm at on my account for quite some time, and I haven't delved into any of these quests in years now. I'm not too sure what is upcoming, what's gonna happen, or how things are even gonna go. In the next episode, we're gonna move deeper in the early quest chains and begin unlocking early transportation, teleports, quality of life stuff, and maybe picking up some better gear. Maybe die horribly. Either way, expect chaos, progress, and me complaining about how long this is gonna take. If you have any ideas on what we should do late game, leave them in the comments below. So, if you want to watch us fumble our way through Ironman Hell, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you next time on episode 2 of Ironman with Training Wheels. But until then, I'll see you later. Peace.